Cryptoslo with more crypto games.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Just a little fun intro for you to lighten the day a little bit with all this down candles. So what are we talking about? We're talking about Pancake Swap. You're saying slow, you're late to the party, but not really. I talked about Binance Smart Chain quite a while ago. There just wasn't enough activity to really make me think there was a draw, and a couple things have changed. But what I want to talk about today is how Uniswap released their governance token, right? And initially there was farming and the price got suppressed, but then ultimately, after the farming ended and the sell pressure was relieved, the price of the token has done quite well. So with that, Pancake Swap. So Pancake Swap is very similar to Uniswap, the analytics page, the swapping, and the farms and the pools. It is like it looks identical to the whole Ethereum thing. The difference is this all runs on the Binance Smart Chain. What does that mean for the end user? That means fees are like reduced to like nothing. Like, well, not nothing, but it's very nominal. Like, basically like the cost of 2 Tron transactions, and they're almost instantaneous. Now, this whole Binance Smart Chain runs on BNB, and it's definitely confusing to wrap your head around. But what you need to know is basically you need to get some BNB into your wallet, and then you can start interacting with Pancake Swap. Specifically, the token we're talking about is the Cake token, CAKE, which is basically a token which runs on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, the confusing part. You can get the Binance Smart Chain wallet, but what I've found is it doesn't always attach to dApps like it should. So the second option is to basically add the Binance Smart Chain network to your Metamask. Now, this is going to be confusing for some people. So you have basically up here on your networks, you have the Ethereum network and some test networks and the BSC mainnet. What you need to do is create a custom RPC, and that is a custom network. Basically, your MetaMask wallet can interact on the Binance Smart Chain as long as you add the network. So think of your wallet, and then basically you can use your wallet on multiple networks. Well, the Binance Smart Chain is backwards compatible. To even add to more confusion, your address on the BSC mainnet would still be the same as it is on the Ethereum network. Now, let me add an item of caution where people get wrecked. You can suspend Ethereum assets on the Binance Smart Chain, but you typically have to use a bridge in order to accomplish that. Okay. Now, once you have money over on the other side, basically this is like, quote, a layer 2 solution. And it is interesting to me because on a bigger note, if you look at BNB, as far as how it's done with against Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's done okay. USD has gone up, but ultimately it hasn't outperformed Ether or Bitcoin. Now, if you look at the supply, 150 million, and then you look at ETH, okay, and there's 114 million, and it's 32 times more expensive. It kind of makes you think, might be good to have some BNB in your wallet for a long hodl, because the coin counts really aren't the same, and Ethereum is exponentially expensive, and the transactions are exponentially expensive. I'm not hating on ETH. I'm just saying Binance Smart Chain basically operates almost instantaneously, and the BNB token, which drives the whole thing, is pretty much undervalued in my standpoint. I could see BNB going to several $100s. Now, will that happen overnight? Not necessarily. Now, so basically, let's stay focused here so we don't get. I've added that playlist to my main screen. So if you go over to Cryptoslo, you do a refresh. Let me hit pause here, and you scroll down, you'll see that I have Binance Smart Chain playlist with some different things. But the main video that you're going to watch is add Binance Smart Chain to BSC. BSC is Binance Smart Chain to Metamask wallet. So once you add that custom node, basically you can toggle your Metamask to Ethereum or this. Again, I stress, make sure you're sending assets to the right network. Don't get wrecked. Don't come calling me if you send 10 ETH over to the wallet and it disappears forever because you're a dumbass. Okay. Sorry to use that language, but that is what we're talking about. But back over to what we were talking about. So PancakeSwap's native token is basically cake. Now, if you look, let's look at Pancake. Pancake's sitting at about $1.18. Boy, these analytics look very familiar. Just like Uniswap. Okay, so basically, if you look at the analytics, got to give it a moment to load here. You'll see this thing has not been around. It hasn't been around very long. Okay, this is like, yeah, this token is very young. Let's see here. Let's go to all and see how long this thing has even been in existence. So the Pancake Cake token is the governance token of PancakeSwap, just like Uni is the governance token of Uniswap. Okay, so with that being said, there's 1 month, 2021. Let's see. 1/4. Okay, so 12/26. So it's been out about a month. Didn't do much. And this is when I started covering it, okay? There just wasn't much volume, much interest. Then as soon as interest picked up, the token has started to take off. Now, what is my base price prediction on this? I think this could easily go to $5-6 per token long term. I don't know how long you're going to have to hold it, but that is completely up to you. So let's talk about earning on PancakeSwap. So when you go over to PancakeSwap, like I said, you'll have a Uniswap basically, interface just like you do with Ethereum. Now, step one is you got to get some, step one is adding the BCS Namework custom RPC. Okay, so that's, like I said, I have the link down to the video how to add this to your MetaMask. You add this in, you hit save. So when you're interacting on the Binance Smart Chain, you need to make sure that you are on the BSC mainnet and not the Ethereum network. So once you do that, you're going to want to send over some BNB. To do that, you just copy your address and then you send BNB to this address. Now, keep in mind, this is BEP20. You're sending it over to a BEP20 address, which is kind of like the ERC20, but it's a BEP20. It means it's a Binance Smart Chain. So you get some BNB. That is like your gas. That's what you're going to need to transact. So once you have some of that, then you can buy tokens. Okay, so like here's that. Let's say I wanted to buy some cake. Okay, I already have cake, but I could buy. Now there's a bunch of shit coins just like Ethereum on here. Now this is super confusing. There are native Ethereum assets on this that have to be taken through a bridge, which is more complex. I'm not going to get into that in this video, okay? But if you have questions about the bridge, I can answer them down below, okay? So let's say I wanted to take one BNB, $40, and buy some cake. All right, just like Uniswap, you got tolerances, blah, 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 blah. I hit swap. I bought some cake. And then just like that. Now, total gas, it's like 0.003 of 1 BNB, okay? Now let's see how fast that confirms. So just like Metamask, you're going to have your activity. Boom. Super fast. Okay, I bought some cake. Okay, now there's liquidity if you want to add liquidity for pools. And then there's the bridge. I'm not going to click on that because it's blocked in the US. And you know, if you wanted to per se access the bridge, you would do that through a VPN, and you want to make sure that you read the terms and conditions and are non-US resident. The bridge is used for bringing ETH over from the Ethereum network over to the Binance Smart Chain side. So, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to click on the bridge because, well, I'll do it. You click on the bridge, you're accessing it from the United States. But basically what you would do is you'd hit Ethereum network to Binance, you choose ETH, and then if I had a VPN running, I could type in an amount, and then I would connect the wallet, and then the bridge is going to make me send ETH, and then it's going to move my ETH magically over to the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so that's it. ETH, Ethereum network, Binance Smart Chain, VPN on, amount, connect wallet, and then you hit next, and then it's going to give you a deposit address. Then you're going to go back to your Ethereum. You're going to go to the mainnet, Ethereum, okay, and then you are going to send ETH to a deposit address. It's going to confirm for 12 confirmations, and then magically, when you're back over on the exchange, your ETH is actually going to show up as an asset here. Okay, and then you could basically trade that to that. So what's happening is, and this is an important technology standpoint to understand. They're bridging chains together. Okay, now what is the Holy Grail? In my opinion, the Holy Grail is to have a decentralized bridge. It does not exist yet. That would allow you to convert tokens without loss from one item to the other. That would just be so awesome. So what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video is I took this and then I got some cake, okay, and then I'm going to stake cake to earn more cake. That's kind of the idea of this video. Now let's go over and look at the farms. There are farms. Okay, 189%, 56. So a lot of these APYs look reasonable, and you know, once again, you have to provide equal parts of these tokens, and then you can basically stake, and then you can earn cake. Kind of rhymes. Okay, but the easier way is the pools. So this is the syrup pool. So basically, you stake your cake in any one of these pools. There's a tether pool, and you earn that asset. That's it. So what am I doing? I am staking my cake. Now this is really dope. They actually have a compound button which rolls my cake back in. This is so dope if you want a hypercompound. So none of that bullshit of having to pull it out and put it back in and all that stuff. So I earned 5.816. So I actually moved over 10 ETH over to the Binance Smart Chain side, and I bought 11,000 cake. You're like, dude, that's a lot of cake. It is a lot of cake. So the current APY is 177%. So this is just cake for cake. I just put in cake and I get cake out. Okay. So 177 divided by 52 weeks is 3.4 divided by 7 is 0.048. I have to add a 0 to that. So it's 0.0048 of a percent. So 0.0048 times, I don't know, it's like 13,000 in there. 13,000. So I'm earning $62 a day in cake. So if I multiply $62 times a week, I'm earning about $434 a week on this. Now, the price could go up, the price could go down. However, this is the vision. This is the slow vision. I'm not telling you to buy cake, okay? But what I am telling you is that long-term Uni as a token, as a governance token, has done well. I would expect PancakeSwap has been around. They are the OG. Everything in here is functioning flawlessly, pretty much. It runs fantastic. And I think long-term, don't quote me on this, I think this could be 5, higher projection, $10 token. If it went to 10, I'd have 100K in cake, which I'd be eating steak if I had that much cake. So, you know, again, this is a little overwhelming. So let's kind of go back through. Oh, they got a lottery too. Very nice. Total cake, 38,000. Prize pot, 19,000. View your tickets. Approve cake. What if I want to play the lottery? Is that legal? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Buy tickets with cake. Win if 2, 3, or 4 of your ticket numbers match. Oh, it's nice. So let me refresh on that. Maybe I want to be in the lottery. I don't have any cake. Man, it's fast. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I tell you what, this kind of reminds me of Tron. Like, this is how Ethereum should run. Once you see this Binance Smart Chain, you'll understand why money's moving over here. Like, I don't know what's taking ETH so long. This is pretty dope. This is pretty dope. So, anyways, to go back over it, step 1, add the Binance Smart Chain RPC to your Metamask wallet. That is so your Metamask can run on the Binance Smart Chain network. Watch my video if you haven't done that. Okay, then you can toggle from the Ethereum network to the BCA network. Okay, and then we have PancakeSwap. There's several pools that you can get in. I don't know anything about these other Binance Smart Chain coins, so I'm not getting into them. I know I like cake, so I want some cake. And then there's also farms. Basically, you can get cake, blah, 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 blah. But like I said, a lot of these Tesla, Netflix, yeah. So it looks like there's synthetic versions of coins of Tesla and Netflix and Google, which is pretty cool too. So there's some different options on here. But add the RPC to your MetaMask, switch to it, get some BNB over to your Binance Smart Chain. But just remember, when you send it, your address is going to be the same as it is on the east side. I know that's very confusing, but that is what it is. So send your BNB there, go to trade, go to exchange, trade the BNB, get some cake, and once you have your cake, then you can stake, and then hopefully you're eating steak if it goes up. So, like I said, long-term cake, PancakeSwap. We had this nice pump, and then it came down, and then we'll see if we pump again. So the MACD is not looking too bad, little bullish divergence, and we had 1334 crossover, excuse me. So long term, like I said, you may have to hold this for a while. I think PancakeSwap could pull a uni, but just like uni, those people had to hodl. If I would have held my original tokens on uni, I would have doubled, tripled what I had, you know, from the beginning. So what I'm going to do is with my pool is, at least until the epoch ends, I am going to just keep hypercompounding my cake and hold it for potential profits in the future. So hope you liked today's video. Like, subscribe. As always, this is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.